Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Sisbany, a Intruder. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds, because as you may have noticed down in the bottom right there, I've got my hands on the brand new DLC, Peril on Gorgon, quite early indeed, and today I get to share a bit of it with you. Not the whole thing, sadly, because this is a bit early, I can only show you a little bit of it, but I'm very excited regardless, because the Outer Worlds was just a good time. It was just such a lovely game. Right, we're on the clock, there's only so much I'm allowed to show you, so let's flip and go, shall we? So, back on the Unreliable, and I've been reliably informed, this DLC is kind of for any mid to late game character. So, what I've done is I've brought along my main character from the save I made just before I made the decision which side I was going to back out of Wells versus the Corporation. So as a result of that, I'm level 29. So I've got all my good guns, you'll remember from the main series, absolutely flippin' lovely. And to kick off the DLC, we just need to, naff off from Wells' lab, we don't need any of that. And instead, we just make our way over here to Monarch, the Stellar Bay landing pad. That should be just flipping fine. So there's going to be something new waiting for me.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
Yep, that's the guy I accidentally killed at the beginning of the game and then stole his identity, so sure, any chance you know what it is? You probably shouldn't, because, it should be sealed or whatever. What if I just actually tell the truth and say, sorry, not actually me?
That's impossible. My contract stipulates delivery to Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable. You're the Captain of the Unreliable, so that makes you Alex Hawthorne.
Okay, I could just be, on the helm. I could just be like the helmsman or the pilot or whatever. I'm not necessarily... Okay, I see you're not taking no for an answer. Just send it over, it's fine. And with that, I've picked up a parcel right here. So, okay. The question is this going to be like the opening of Dead Money where it's going to explode and blind me and I'm going to wake up with a bomb collar? Or is it like, the nice sort of parcel that just says, hey, here's the coordinates for a new planet or something? Like, one called Gorgon or something like that. So, alright. Prepare to potentially be flipping flashbanged. And... Whoop. Okay. It hasn't exploded yet, and Parvati's looking pretty chill. Alright, and we have got ourselves... Ooh! It's an arm! Grabbing onto a... I don't know, sort of definitely not a Pip-Boy or something like that.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left to the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie, Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I'm gonna be honest, Parvati. I don't think he chopped off his own arm to send us the message. I think something might have gone wrong. Though, if that is his arm, that does raise the question, who actually sent us the message? Because, probably it wasn't him. Right? He would have, taken off his... Okay, let's not ask too many questions about the arm. Let's just go and investigate. Right, well, everyone seems chilled out about that. I like how the cleaning bot comes and, hangs out for listening to the mission briefing. That's lovely. Right, got everything I need. Let's figure out where this, mansion is precisely. Here we go. I'm guessing it's going to be the first landing site on Gorgon. So, yep, there we go. Ambrose Manor on this lovely, lovely asteroid. Ah, I see what we've got here. So, it's like, what's the name of that other asteroid planet? I can't remember now. Well, yeah, it's an asteroid, but obviously there's no atmosphere. So they've had to put a great big bubble over the top of it. So, okay, massive bubble over some former abandoned research territory. Am I the only one getting slight old world blues vibes here? Because, ooh, that'd be nice if that's the case. Okay, turns out we are allowed to bring along companions by the looksy of it. So, yes, absolutely. We bring along Felix and Parvati because I've spec'd them out to have the sort of abilities I like to have. Marvellous.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk.
Yep, I'm even going to put away my shotgun, especially in... Uh-oh.
You gotta admit, that was kind of funny.
Felix, what if it's hurt?
I like Parvati. I like Parvati a lot. Right, so don't stray off the path. Potentially might be monsters. Also, you know, DLC that's going to be set up for characters coming in with high-level people. So yes, potentially things are going to be nasty. By the way, quick reminder who I am and what I'm good at. I am mostly competent with ranged weapons across the board, but not exactly, you know, spectacular or anything. Just sort of, you know, pretty darn good. Can't really use melee, useless at defense, but plenty of good dialogue stuff coming on. In particular, the lovely happy persuade skill. Lying and intimidating I can sort of do, thanks to, yeah, some lovely bonuses off Reed's hat and whatnot, but I'm not exactly brilliant. Very good at sneaking because, yeah, sneak attacks are slightly ridiculous. Okay at hacking and lockpicking, very good at science, engineering, and sort of okay at inspiring my friends, but not exactly brilliant. Okay, there's a fake salt tuna little pond out here where they're just on a track. Okay, that's slightly creepy. Right, let's just be out of here as soon as I'm done, you know, looting boxes. Ah, one note though from a mysteriously missing groundskeeper. So literally all he needed to do was sweep the garden, oil the fish, and just repeat. So Ambrose family keeps themselves. They're a bunch of hermits, save for the little one. So, okay, ought to find a hobby. Drops his key card in the pond. I'll hold on to it in case he ever comes looking, but I won't go near the house. Wouldn't want to get between Mrs. Olivia and her research. Okay, so, lucky I came here then. Kitchen key card. Good, we're picking up some key cards, though I've got lockpicks. I could probably have bypassed that. Right, that's everything outside, so in we go. So we're looking for, yes, Wilhelmina Ambrose, but we now know there was an Olivia. Possibly Wilhelmina could have been the little one, but, you know, all grown up now. So keep on keeping on, keep on looting, because there's always infinite free looty stuff.
This place looks kind of sad. Like it's been waiting for someone to make a home out of it.
It's so empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
Okay, you two are getting really freaked out for the fact someone's just bought a mansion and they haven't had time to, like, you know, properly decorate it yet. Chill the flip out, guys, it's fine. Right, just checking around the place, and yes, we've got something here on the dining room table. Death certificate, Olivia Ambrose. Look, I haven't seen a body, so I'm not convinced she's dead, but you are the sole inheritor of the estate, having drafted, filed, indexed, stamped, and unstamped the necessary forms to declare your mother, yes indeed. Wilhelmina was presumably the little one. Her mother, Olivia, was some form of scientist into research, so, you know, obviously there was a massive research asteroid right nearby. Wilhelmina, however, seems like she's only recently moved in, potentially. Though also worth noting that apparently Wilhelmina has grown the Ambrose fortunes beyond this firm's wildest dreams, so before her mother died, she got rich, somehow or another. Now, here we go. Kitchen key card. And yes, I could absolutely have used a terminal, so probably didn't need the key card, but I've got some decent lockpicking and hacking, so we're a-okay. Right, secret little back area of... Ooh, I like a secret back area. Everybody loves a secret back area.
I had a nightmare about this sort of thing once. Crawling around on my hands and knees inside a mansion, I mean.
Oh my law, this is just like that episode of Virginia Yang, Girl Detective, where the old fella dies and his nurse inherits his house. What if we find a body?
I love how much these two are just into their soaps. It's why I bring them with me. It's lovely. Right, I'll be having all your valuable stuff, by the way. Okay, so terminal, we've got logins. Let's start with Olivia, who we know was here first. So yeah, she was doing some form of research for a very long time. So decades ago, this morning I gave birth to a healthy child. Perhaps that's a strange distinction to call her healthy, but after all I've endured to finally meet her, it matters. That she exists at all, against the odds, matters. I'll call her Wilhelmina, after my late brother Wilhelm. I hope the law is kinder to her than it was to him. So, potentially when she says birth, it might not be natural in any meaningful way. Might be test tube, might be... who knows? Clearly something was unusual about this birth. A few months later she was arranging a wet nurse because, yes, the nurse herself needed to be exceptional. Minnie must have the best start if she's going to survive the pit of vipers, that is the Byzantium elite. And also a governess. Now I've seen robots around, possibly she eventually decided no human was good enough. 5 years later, her mother was becoming annoyed that she was clingy and not acting like she thought a child should do. So the governess had to be got rid of. Yes, they were struggling to find one who met Olivia's standards. Olivia wanted Minnie to be, you know, good at science and whatever, so she could go and study in the Big Empty too, but no. Instead, interest in romance, painting, colour, things like that, but unfortunately, Olivia was not impressed. A decade later, Minnie would have been, yes, in her early 20s at this point, so Lucian had come to speak to Minnie. No need to guess why, she's taken it upon herself to manage the household these last few years, since neither her father nor I have the time or inclination. Under her watch, productivity's risen 35%, reducing costs by an astonishing 67%. We've saved tens of thousands of bits. Harvey tipped Lucian off, I expect. Now he wants to bring her on to help manage the Gorgon facilities, which I refused over Minnie's objections. She cried after he left. I only wish I could tell her why. So despite wanting her to become a science genius, Olivia wants to keep Minnie away from the research facilities. Okay, what's going on here? I take it from these entries, Mother was severe with her editorial pen. This is just one version of her, carefully curated, not the one I want to find. Where is her unvarnished stream of consciousness? Where's her spontaneous brilliance? The search continues. My efforts will inevitably steer me to Gorgon. What then, Minnie? What then? Okay, so she thinks that possibly some of this might be either a lie or edited, or yeah, there might have been stuff deleted. Quite possibly true. And even better, we've got another key card right here together with Corporate Service Awards. Okay, so she wasn't independent, she was working for one of the industries. Lovely. Sorry, 150 lockpick if you want me to get into that safe. Bloody hell, that's quite a lot. Okay, so that's a bathroom, nothing much here. So if we just go through here and... oh yes, of course, sorry. I forgot Minnie was actually, alive. I was kind of assuming we were going to find her dead or something. So, okay, go to her last, because now we have got keycard for master bedroom. Alright, don't speak to her until we know everything about her. So, just a bunch of random trinkets that we're going to be stealing. And, aha! Some form of audio log.
Dear Wilhelmina, I hope this letter finds you well. No, it's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you... Law, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter? My love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back. I love you. I'm so sorry.
Well, there was a death certificate, but... whether it was actually right or not. Also, is there a pattern to this glass? Ah, but I'm guessing this here... this was your childhood bedroom, wasn't it? So, yeah. We've got colour. We've got art. We've got playthings. And the goodbye letter she left the day she just basically walked out of home because she was tired of being stuck here. And now we understand, why the note with her mother's death certificate said, you've already grown the family fortune. So, the research facility wasn't actually making money, but out in the world, Minnie did. Right, so I'm gonna be honest, I've robbed your entire house. Sorry about that, taken literally all the jewelry and whatnot, but, any chance you're willing to work with me, even though I'm not Lucky Montoya?
So who the devil are you?
And, yes, actually, John, hi there.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. Now, what brings you to my house, gorgeous? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, it looks kind of like you've got an old world blues back there, so I was really just here for your old world blues, but, yes indeed, severed arm, Lucky Montoya, that sort of business. Any idea what chopped his arm off?
I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
I like how I'm surprised that she wants me to do the job, because to be honest, John, he's not going to be doing it anymore, so, yeah, any chance I'm going to end up the same way?
The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice?
I mean, he's got two of them.
Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck. One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Okay, so she's alive down there, got it. We'll be running into her in a few hours of some description, so... okay, why do you think they're lying precisely?
Why, indeed? To cover up their crimes? To discredit someone who knew too much? I'm hoping you can find out for me. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
Okay, not much information here, but yes, a father was mentioned in the notes next door.
Father lost more than his job on Gorgon. I'll say no more than that. The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed.
Alright, fair enough, and tell me more about your mother too, because we're going to be meeting her in a few hours, so I may as well have the full picture.
I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one, naive and irresponsible as I was.
Yeah, she wanted an adult daughter, she wasn't so keen on the child phase, that's true. And yes, fully grown lab assistant, that sounds like it, certainly.
All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Ah, one thing though, yes. Does her being legally dead help you somehow? But they never found a body, did they?
Mother's body is still on Gorgon. No body means no death certificate, which means no inheritance. I killed Mother, just on paper, of course, so I could claim my inheritance. We wouldn't be standing here if I didn't have access to the family fortune. I once assumed the mansion and the money would be enough to redeem the Ambrose name. But even in Byzantium, prestige must be earned, and it can so easily be lost.
Ah, that could well have been part of Spacer's Choice's plan. So, if they just tie her up in paperwork, make sure she can't access the money, the mansion, access to the area, then she can't go down and investigate what actually happened. Though, surely this is more than you just wanting to break into high society.
I'm trying to do several things at once. None of them easy. The smear campaign against Mother was the work of cowards. I'm vindicating the family name for her, for the colony, and for my future.
Okay, there might be more to Minnie than we're getting right now.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
The Sprat Shack? Hope they don't serve real sprats. There's a sprat worst place on the Groundbreaker. Tried it once, and I was sick for a week.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Oh, Parvati, I love you.
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want.
Alright, so I've got myself a new nav key. Let's be on our ways. I think I've already fully cleared out the mansion. Marvellous. Yep, as I suspected, new landing pad. Alright, so here we go. We're in the dome. And we know there's trouble here. This place is locked down for anyone civilized, but marauders and a faint hint of, escaped test subjects. Little Sprat friends, but no need to worry about that. And there we go, hang on. Sprat Shack, up in that direction. Okay, there's my first lead. Please evacuate in an orderly fashion. Yep, still running the automatic messages from the day of the evacuation. Need to keep my eyes out for, you know, actual bits of lore and whatnot. Ooh! You're a human! Okay.
No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared.
How exactly do you have a functional shop in a society that is literally locked down apart from raiders who shoot everybody on sight? Yes, Khalil, are you not, like, you know, planning to evacuate at all?
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. It's got something to do with that scrapped Spacer's Choice project from way back. Damn alarm's been hollering at us for 5 years if it's been a day. You know, I don't dream anymore. It's all, please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
There might be more of a society down here than Minnie thought. She thought it was just going to be, you know, raiders and monsters, but this guy's apparently got flipping commerce going on. Here we go. Hack of 40. Let's turn off the alarm. Spectacular. And as a result of that, hopefully, you, my friend, might feel a bit more, you know, well-inclined towards me.
Is that what my thoughts sound like? Look, I've been standing near that alarm too long. Hey again, stranger. What can I get you?
Nope, all we get is some extra dialogue. That's a shame. Right, nothing too much going on here. Sprat Shack, of course, together with a handful of sprats, but they seem harmless, so no need to cause trouble with them. Let's see if we can figure out, yes, where he was staying, any notes or whatever. Though, I'm gonna guess that this place is going to be more populated than I was expecting, given there's literally a shop here that services the regulars. Hello there, Hoffman. Who are you, and do you know about Lucky Montoya?
Alright, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
Okay, just, you know, do as he says.
Good. Look up. Now look down.
Right, is this something to do with figuring out whether I'm a test subject, by any chance?
You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation.
And John or Alex? I'll go for John.
Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
Right, insane test subjects, by any chance?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. never for the better.
Ooh, some form of insanity gun or something.
First they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Ah, I'm guessing I'm gonna start seeing ghosts pretty darn soon.
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects.
Can this colony have one research facility developing something without horrible, face-melting side effects? Is that so much to ask?
Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10-1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
Ah, now that's interesting. This whole system is covered in, yes, slightly mad Marauder sorts. What if they weren't drawn here? What if, as he says, they came from here? Every Marauder we've ever met was created by some form of horrible chemical experiment that made them lose their grip on reality. Gotcha. Alright, we got a couple of name people too. We got a Freddy, we got a Trixie, and we got a Lex behind the bar. So let's start with you, because you might be able to, you know, fill me in a bit.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be?
Alright, now that's a good intro to a bar. And whiskey, wine, vodka. Let's just start off with whiskey.
Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage.
And, yeah, you know what? Lying. Good start. Alright, let's get ourselves some good stuff while we're passing through.
Even if I did, I ain't supposed to play favorites. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
Alright, so we might have some proper sublight professionals dotted about too. And yes, Lucky, let's start with you.
Lucky? Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Aha, we've got ourselves a lead. Tell me more, though.
That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him.
Ah, do you actually know what did happen? Because I know he got his arm chopped off, but, like, how?
You really want to hear my story? Law, most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off.
Aha, I'm guessing, that might have been the arm, by any chance.
Get this, the canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm. Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that mentioned someone named Alex Hawthorne. I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among the salvagers who frequent the bar. So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon Parcel Service. They even gave me a discount on the hazardous waste removal stamp. I figured Hawthorne would want to know what happened to his pal. Help Lucky get his affairs in order, you know. Oh, I hate to see people go with unfinished business.
Also, can't help but think, yes, if you just found the arm and it was dragged in, we don't know he's dead either. So, okay, I'm putting money now. Wilhelmina and Montoya, both still alive somewhere.
3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Ah, here we go, Lex. Would any of your regulars know anything more about Gorgon than just bad thing happened 5 years ago?
Roscoe might tell you more. He spent some time around here before the bar opened up. I trust him well enough. There's always Leonora. my favorite customer over in the storage room on the second floor. Keeps to herself and always closes out her tab.
Right, Roscoe, Leonora, got it. Alright, let's go find some folks who I know we need to be speaking to. So, second floor, Leonora. This place is pretty big. Here we go, got a Leonora. Hello there, so possibly you've got some information for me.
You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here and whose journey is far from over.
No, actually, I could literally go and start the end game right now. I'm level 29, but thanks for noticing.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
Okay, what are you after, Leonora? Because me and you could do a deal.
It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Aha, you were here during the old days, but I'm guessing Jerome's not doing so hot.
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. Soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
Okay, is anybody who's dead actually confirmed dead? Because we've got a lot of bodies not found so far.
I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
Alright, get ourselves a flask and bring it back to you. You could be very, very useful, because you know about this place before the disaster.
Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
Okay, maintenance shed, small kitchen, gotcha. But any chance you can answer some questions about what this place used to be?
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Okay, some sort of drug that was supposed to make people hyperproductive, but turn them into, marauders instead. Right, next up, Mr. Roscoe. Apparently you might know something.
When the project fell apart, Spacer's Choice refused to extract me. They left me here to rot. Listen, I hate asking for handouts, but my back's against the wall here. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Okay, depends how much they're willing to pay me, to be honest.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone.
Okay, what do you mean?
I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said.
Oh, right. So until you've got those 5 things, you're not allowed off-world.
Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
Okay, so this is going to be a full DLC little gather quest, got it. I'm guessing though, when we actually find those tapes, if we listen to them, they might recontextualize this guy a bit. Okay, back up to the room, Lex said 3rd floor. And here we go, the case notes, that's the one. So, the facility was abandoned, but they did lock it down. So, okay, I've got hack and lockpick, that shouldn't be too difficult to do. Then we have got a key to the Office of Creative Incubation. So, potentially, didn't actually work. No, it did! Following date did work. So, he's probably left a door open behind him. Olivia's office and journal ought to be in Synthesis and Manufactory Center. So that's sealed up ass end of the canyon. Okay, so that's a long way away. But should be able to open it from admin and OCI, but crawling with marauders. Right, so we got some things to murder. And when you say a code, preserved eyeball. Right, got it.
You think they stick the preservative in before or after the eye comes out?
Hopefully after. Right, let's be on our way. Okay, let's check the map here, because we're moving to a different structure. We got ourselves... Ah, it's a series of canyons. Got it. So, I was here, just walk straight down this canyon, take a right at the end, that's going to be the OCI. But there's more up here, there's more around the corner here, and I'm guessing, whatever this is, that's the bad stuff at the end of the canyon. Got it. What did she say? Synthesis and Manufactory. And at some point, we're going to need to figure out how to bring down some force fields, because they're blocking me out from certain locations. Alright. Just keep the sniper rifle in hand. Be ready for trouble. Alright, there's a little bit of grass around here. That's a rock. I thought it was a creature, but it's not. It's a rock. What do we have around here? What's this little side area? Do we have ourselves an elevator? Okay. Where's this taking me? Because I can't help but notice there's a... Stop eating! Actually, you know what? That's fine. He's already dead. Eat him all you want. Ah, I see. There's a tiny little bunch of buildings up here. Now, am I walking straight into Raider territory? Because I feel like I might be. And also, I'll just be helping myself to all of this. Thanks, lovely. Oh, yeah, including Marauder Colossus. So I'll be going for a nice blind against you. One follow-up to finish you off, and you can just die as well, actually. Right, so that's a nice easy start against these lads. Nothing too much to worry about here. Okay, just some ruins and some flats. Don't get too excited here, John. Don't get too excited, alright? We're on the flipping clock here. Maybe get back to, you know, the main destinations. Still, I won't say no to a little locked flat at the top here with, yeah, a nice little audio recording.
This is my second month on Adrenatime. It's like the color came back. Like I was tuned to the wrong band all this time, and now the static's gone. I'm finally clear-headed, focused. There's so much I'm excited to do. I feel like me again. Side effects? I guess I've noticed people staring at me a lot more lately. Hard to talk to them sometimes. Feels like they don't get it. Maybe they just don't trust it. Or maybe they don't trust me.
Okay. Some form of drug, Adrenatime. That's a real drug you can get in the game. You can use it, but this early version was making people paranoid. And letters from... Ooh! From Edgewater. So Adrenatime really leaves you wanting more, doesn't it? We got through the first batch fast. Lo and behold, Reed gave us more. So, okay. Adrenatime was already being, you know, circulated. So, possibly what they were trying to do is create, like, a new, even more powerful variant of Adrenatime. Right, well, I've got a fast travel location. We can come back and check this place out again later. For the time being, let's move on to the OCI. Alright, further down the canyon and... okay. Got sprat heads on a stick. So someone's marking this as their territory, officially. And it looks to me like we got ourselves... oh, a crack shot, you say? Well, good flipping luck with that, you stupid bastards. Ooh. What's a frostosaur? Well, it's a mantisaur, but, like, you know, recoloured and also bad, because possibly it's supposed to be cold here. Alright, just digging into the tunnels, we got ourselves a locked door and a terminal that's kicked off a quest. So, okay, you've got to go and find certain people at certain locations in order to prove you are a worthy fan of Ace Exterminator Archibald Excelsior. So, okay, another little quest where I need to actually gather some stuff before we can get in here. Alright, back on the road in that case. Jeff, I take a left here, just past that, here we go, we should be OCI. Alright, got myself the eyeball we need to sneak in. Now, we know this place is supposed to be swarming with marauders, but we should be a-okay, hopefully. And, oh, Are you a frostosaur? You're just a canid, but like an electro canid. So let's just take you out. Nice and fast. No one else seems fussed. Good, good. OCI. Couple of corpses. So, corporate commander. Ah. Right. Somebody died here, Marauder Crackshot. Yeah, I suspect you created the Marauders by accident. We're sort of dealing with, you know, the Serenity plot here. So, alright. Let's see what we got going on. Also, hang on. She said a kitchen opposite a maintenance shed. That would suggest outside, like over here somewhere. Ooh, we got a couple of sparklers here, and they do a... They make a wibbly thing around them. But unfortunately, sometimes they start doing it when, like, you know, you're not that close to them. Though they keep doing it when they're dead. Okay, so their corpses can be quite dangerous. Got it. Oh, apparently she meant, like, up in that area that I... Okay, well, luckily I already went to that area, because apparently that's where the flask is. Right, sure is bloody useful. I came up this way, though. No, you're not Jerome. You're just a marauder. Okay. Well, you've got ourselves... Oh. Right. This is his drinking spot. Doesn't mean that's where the flask is. Okay, so initially they sheltered in the mines. Then they started using adrenotime to give them the edge, seeing mantisaurs coming and whatnot. Need to find new caverns. Mines not safe. Yep, exposed to something in the air. Oh dear. I'm guessing you turned a bit before the end. Here we go, day 6. Went to their old apartment while hunting for supplies. Stashed the flask she gave me on the day we signed our marriage contract. So, okay, it's somewhere in their old apartment, which hopefully is around here, because this is literally where the apartments are. But what happened to you in the end? Yeah, you were using adrenotime round the clock to avoid having to sleep. Yep, someone stole his mock apple, and then you started getting violent. Too much adrenotime was starting to turn them. And there we go, the flask. Boom! So Jerome, cheers to the beginning of forever. Love, Leonora. Alright, so we got ourselves a flask. You know what? I'm going to take that right back to her. The question is, should we tell her the truth about what happened or not?
That's it, all right. Law. Still smells like his whiskey, his cigarettes, and that awful cologne he bathed in every morning. Here. I saved up for this, just in case I needed to go out into the ruins myself. Truth be told, I'm glad I never had to use it. You didn't happen to find anything else out there, did you?
Okay, well, yeah, I found his journal, but oh yeah. I can lie, or I can tell her the truth. Or I could take the even kinder option and say, technically, I didn't see him, he might be alive. Then again, I'm gonna lie.
I should have been there for him, but I suppose he wanted to be alone in the end. Thank you for the flask. Jerome and I were supposed to live and die together, but sometimes fate has other plans. Time for me to get off this rock. Memories hang around here like a bad smell, and I could use some fresh air.
Alright, so there we go. Go and, live your life. It's definitely what he wanted. Alright, job done. I was worried there for a second at the end, like maybe she had an ulterior motive, like this was all a story for some other reason, but... Alright, turns out she seems to be at peace, so okay, job done. Okay, in which case, back to the OCI. Everybody sneak, rifles out. We need to fight our way to a terminal, though. Ooh. Sealed. Okay, that's unfortunate, so, ooh. Okay, my marker's actually down over here. Aha! There's an ocular verification thingy. Must be down over... Right! There's multiple entrances to this place. Okay, how do we get down without, like, dying? See if we can just slightly Okay, I couldn't New Vegas my way down that cliff. But on our way down there, here we go. Frostosaurs. Time to get out the big guns, because they feel like vaguely cold. So I feel like actually, yeah, you know what? My big blasty thing. That's going to be the option, because that does ludicrous splash damage, and there's several of them. So how about we just finish you off? And we've hit level 30, which maybe the level cap now, I'm not sure. I mean, typical Obsidian policy is DLC gives you a level cap increase, but who knows, eh? Okay, if we're going into a sciencey centre, I'm going to be wanting more science, so I'm giving myself more engineering, damn it. And I may need to go and check my notes, because I can't bloody remember, but I think there might be some new perks available, like I do not remember Concentrated Fire, because plus 10% damage per subsequent hit. If that was in the base game, I would have taken it already, so I'll be having that, thank you. More over there, don't need to worry about that for now. Yes, here we go. OCI, but the front door with the ocular scanner, so we can finally get our way in. Plenty of enemies, but that's been okay so far. Alright, just move forward. Nice and calm and careful. Pick them off. We'll be fine. I'm seeing... Oh. Is the trouble robots? Because I'm seeing lots of red. I'm not seeing the enemies. Alright. A show, including Adrena time. Yes.
And your trigger finger at the ready. Adrena time brings out the hero in you.
Show your boss that you are prime. Because you take Adrena time.
Alright. I've decided I'm not going to use any more Adrena time, by the way. Okay, there's my target. First floor or possibly second floor admin terminal. Alright. How much can we do here in terms of hacking our way through? Oh, spectacular. Right, straight into the back area, please. And that gets me into, aha, all the displays. So I can help myself to all this stuff if I need to, but I think we're fine for the time being. Right, well, I found the stairs. That's how we get up to the next floor, where I assume the bad things are, because they haven't made themselves known yet. Yep, check the other side around the kitchen. I don't see any other way to get up. Everything else is just bathrooms, side rooms, etc. So, okay. We're going upstairs via the only way I see we can go, and we still haven't run into any of the bad things. Now, we've seen some broken robots. The question is that what we're taking on? Because I've got my electro gun ready to go. Be ready, and... What are you? No! Okay. Marauder Berserker. That's drawn some attention. Okay, it's Marauders. But they don't really know where I am right now. And... Pop! Hello over there. You're a Colossus. Well, not sure that's really going to help you much, to be honest. Just, keep on keeping on. They still don't... Guys, I wouldn't... Okay, well, we're in close quarter fighting now. Time to go over to the shotgun. And you're just wailing on them. If I need to get him out of trouble, I can just teleport him with his ability. But it looks like you've got this under control. And I was trying to get... Oh, okay, they took down Felix nice and fast. Right, okay. Don't completely underestimate these guys. Apparently they're not nothing. Yeah, I see you over there. Though apparently you can't see me because reasons, so alright. Let's just, never mind, that door doesn't open, whatever. This one does, though. So, go, and boop. And then we just want to take you out nice and fast. Anybody else? Think we're good. Oh, I like this room, though. Nice disco room going on here. And would you mind just holding still for 1 second? Never mind, Felix got him. Alright, and through to what feels like quite a big back room, actually. Okay, well, yeah, I see you. You know what? I think we're going to go for one headshot, and then please get out of the way. Please. Okay, good. We kind of... Did we get you anyway? Okay, well, we got you over. Never mind. Guys, forward you go, please. Forward you flipping go. And, yep, just get forward. Nice big hammer blow for you. Okay, well, if 30 was the old cap, it's not anymore. Because I would say, yep, I'm definitely gaining XP towards 31 at the moment. So, just wait for a bit of my stuff to come back here. How you guys doing, by the way? Everybody doing... Oh, there's way more over there. I'm going to go for a nice shot, shot, and... Oh, hello over there. Are you... You're a Colossus. Let me just, shoot you in the back of the head. Lovely. Job done. Last one goes down. Okay, the fights are definitely getting tougher. Where's Felix, by the way? Because he was definitely down on the ground, and... I'm guessing I could have used this to help out a bit. Is this security, by any chance? Yep, that'll be something to do with security. Not sure if this is going to be important, but somebody sabotaged the quarterly reports. And in a corporate world like this, that's really, really bad. So if I see anything referred to as the incident going forward, that's what it was. Someone deleted the quarterly for some reason. Nope, nothing else here as far as I can tell. So, alright, up we go. Just gotta, wait, gotta... I know that's where you want me to go, game. Don't pretend it's not. Oh, hi over there. Hello, ordnance drone. I'm just gonna shoot you with some bullets, because... Okay. There might be some more drones being spawned along that, or maybe that just means, yes, watch out for more of them appearing. Okay. Okay. Or, we could potentially use, could we use this track to maybe force open a door? Because a door opens to let the drone through. Possibly, anyway. Right, nothing else around here, but... up to the 4th floor, which finally might actually be the flipping right one. So, you're all broken down. Yeah, fine, no problem there. 5th floor as well. Yeah, of course, we know this building's tall because, this will be the exterior that we found the first time. Got it. Alright, we're getting close. If we found the Skyrim door, we're almost there. And again, everyone's already mysteriously dead in this part of the world. Not you, though. But one nice electrical shot will finish you off. Right, another terminal here. Let's see what we got. Alright, one executive who was annoyed that, yes, the scientists kept saying, hey, there are dangerous side effects, so he was just, ignoring those because he just wanted something he could sell. Got it. Because, yes, we're in the OCI, head of marketing and ideas, so they didn't care about the science or the safety. All of the quarterly reports, gone. Hard copies, terminal data, right. So, if it was the hard copies too, it wasn't just a tech accident, and it wasn't just someone who hacked from the outside. If the hard copies are gone, this was some form of internal sabotage. And this guy, who's a high-up executive, seems to be not happy about it. So, somebody wanted this place to get audited. And I'm guessing in this universe, auditors are, bad news. Then again, from that note at the bottom, Herbie wasn't supposed to be making a note of that, but he did. Suggesting, okay, Herbie might have been in on it, potentially. Still, we've made it. This looks like the right room. Okay, nothing too dramatic, just mention of like a radio show they wanted to produce, talking about, how genius everyone was here in Project Gorgon. So, okay, someone higher up demanded that they actually, do it. So, alright, review and improve the recordings. Journalists are confined until they actually, see the end product. Makes sense, to be honest. This is a secret research lab and all, but if you were trying to sneak someone in who was going to, delete the quarterlies, the journalists would be likely candidates for infiltrators. Which makes me a bit suspicious that, yes, there was a journalist back at the bar. There could be more to him than we're expecting. And there we go. Unlock the building. Spectacular. Not that easy. We need to go to a couple of other buildings first. Chem and Human Inquiry and Auditing. Oh, Auditing. Right, well that's where there's going to be trouble. On top of that, we need to go to the Transmission Tower Alpha for a staff directory. Right, this is going to be a bigger job than I thought.
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about. You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
Okay, so I'm guessing you're Olivia, just using a voice changer in that case. So, right, any chance you're going to identify? They're not going to identify themselves. If they wanted to identify themselves, they wouldn't be hiding behind a voice changer and whatnot.
Call me the Ghost of Gorgon, or its warden.
Yep, Olivia.
This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot.
Somebody is trying to stop me exploring, and you didn't want me getting into that building where the exact journal that your possible daughter wants to get hold of.
I did. And I am prepared to do worse if you ignore my warning. Gorgon is the birthplace of Marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children, born of hubris and vanity.
That don't make any sense. How could Marauders get to Edgewater from all the way out here?
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe. Let the Marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
Okay, so let them die in peace. You've locked them up for their safety. Okay. Who are the Marauders and why do you care about them? Well, we've got a mysterious figure, and I said earlier, yeah, there's a variety of folks around here whose bodies have never been found, so it could be any of them. Or it could be someone we just haven't been introduced to yet. It could be anybody at all. So, okay, we've got ourselves a mystery here. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I can show you, because beyond that, yes, until the DLC actually comes out, I cannot go any further. That is the end of what I'm allowed to show you for the time being. So, that there is the Outer Worlds Perils of Gorgon. And I'll say, I'm getting some real old world blues vibes off this thing. A massive, great research facility, loads of different buildings scattered across a great big domed environment. Yeah, this is good. This is science and mystery and whatnot, and we will be having some more of this just as soon as I'm allowed to bring it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, for the time being, I cannot. So, watch this space, more coming as soon as I flipping can. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been the Outer Worlds Peril on Gorgon. Thank you very much, and goodbye. If we just hide the bodies, nobody needs to know about this. Yes! My stupid plan has worked! It turns out I'm a genius! The giant rat scorpion is not gone! Oh, hang on, there's more yet, though. I'm still being very shocked. Guys, where's the NCR? Nobody needs to know.